Okay, I think... Yeah, it's on now.
Okay.
For some reason, my recording software was... It, like, got... I don't know, like, constipated for a second and it didn't know what it was doing. So that's gross. Anyway, okay. I'll do the intro as always, I suppose. Sorry.
Okay.
Hello, one and all, and welcome back to more Let's Discuss Rwby. I am the Max Trades. Joining me is...
YourOnlyMate, again.
Yes, it's always him, but I still feel the need to point him out. Either way, it's time to talk about Rwby, Volume 5, Chapter 7, Rest and Resolutions. Not a whole lot to talk about with this episode, but that's not going to stop us. We're still gonna, you know, devolve into a series of madness as quickly as possible, I'm sure.
And I love this chapter. I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, yeah, no, it's a great chapter. It's
given me something I've wanted for a long time.
What, the arm wrestling?
No, not that.
Although I'm going to be talking about that because that scene was
amazing.
But
we'll get to it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me tell you. The episode starts off exactly as one would assume, especially because this episode came out like around Thanksgiving. So it's like, it's like I
didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so like everybody's all like eating lots of food.
Well, it might be because I'm British and we don't have Thanksgiving over here.
It's true. He is a filthy Britman, and that's never good.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Nice.
It's okay, man. I mean, look, I'm sorry about all the tea we threw in the river.
I don't care.
I know you don't.
Like, tea's not my favorite drink, so...
Well, then how... Well, then you're not very British now, are you?
Yeah, and there's also a British stereotype about how people like to wait in queues. I don't! I'd rather be at the thing I'm queuing for.
Anyway, we've got, let's see, we've got Team... Rwby and Team... Jern.
Okay, we've got Juniper minus Pura and Rwby minus Blake.
Well, yeah, I know. So it's Team Rwby and Team Jur, I guess. Either way, they're eating, they're talking, they're catching up. Characters who have been very, very sad for a very long time are finally being happy.
Yes, that's what I've wanted for so long.
Yeah, that is probably the best part about this whole thing is that, like, we see characters like Weiss and Yang actually laugh.
Yes.
It's like, it's been so long.
That made me feel so good.
But yes, so they're basically playing catch-up with each other and telling each other everything that happens.
Actually, it literally starts off like the preview I mentioned in the last recording.
Yeah, they showed you like the first like minute.
Yeah. So
that's pretty great. Really, it's just them, you know, talking about all of the adventures they've had over the past like 6 months or so.
I still love, like, Rwby talking about Ren in that grim fight, saying how we just lost it, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I lost my temper a bit."
He did.
No, it's in a good way. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I think that little silence.
I think that's the first time that Ren has ever actually made me laugh. Because that's not really something his character's supposed to do.
I mean, he doesn't talk that much.
Well, exactly. He gets really deep when he does that.
And there is actually something that Monty said originally about why that is.
Well, why is that?
Well, it was at RTX, I can't remember what year it was when Rwby Volume 2 was approaching, where, by the way, Lindsay, Kara, Aaron, and Barbara were dressed as their characters on the panel.
Which, yeah, I've seen pictures. That's amazing.
It was. Although you might not like, but, you know, I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah,
anyway,
no, you're not. Shut up and keep going.
Yeah, I promised I wouldn't, so... someone asked Monty if Ren had like a hippie phase because his weapon is called Stormflower, so does he literally use flower power? And Monty said in response to that, you know, the reason why Ren is so quiet is because he's just always stoned.
Okay.
So,
well,
I accept that as canon.
Alright, sure, I guess.
Hey, it came from Monty.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't argue with him.
Exactly.
I mean...
Oh, that made me sad.
I didn't mean it that way! Ugh. Anyway, Nora is all like, Weiss, I don't believe you. You can't summon things. Then she makes a friggin...
Suddenly, Bullgrim!
Suddenly a boar, and then she gets flipped out. This episode was... like, Nora's always hilarious, but, like... She got
She freaked out a lot.
She got a lot of stuff happening to her in this episode.
Yeah.
She got spooked by that.
That was great.
And then Yang is all like, yo, check out my cool arm. And just as I predicted, pretty much everybody thinks, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool arm. And then Ruby's all like, you know.
Because it's also a gun.
Well, it is. I think she just thinks
she loves weapons.
Yeah, but she just thinks it's cool, too.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, then we get the best scene of the episode, the arm wrestling scene.
I have to ask, whose side were you on when they started?
Yang.
Okay, me too.
Yeah, I honestly thought that Yang would do it. So, here's what I gather from this. Not factoring in things like semblances and, you know, stuff of that nature. I think this implies that if Yang's arm, her new arm, is as strong as her old one at the very least, that would imply that the two of them are kind of on equal footing when it comes to their strength.
Yeah, but if then they really if they fight each other.
Well, yeah, if they fought each other, I'm not sure what would happen because then the.
Oh no, I'm sure Yang would win.
I think so.
Just because,
it's possible.
But the differences in their semblances, like Nora's is really circumstantial,
situational.
But
yeah,
Yang's isn't really.
Yeah, she can use that whenever. But like if I don't know what the upper limit of like Nora's strength is when she gets hit with electricity. So who knows? But the point is,
I mean, she can tank a lightning blast.
Exactly. So I'm not 100% sure if this is what happened, but I'm going to pretend that it is because that's the best option. And Yang decides to bust out a secret weapon when it comes to the arm wrestling.
Rocket punch!
And she basically launches her whole damn arm off with Nora holding onto it.
That was amazing. I did not expect that.
Yeah, okay. I just rewatched the scene. That's definitely a rocket punch. I was thinking maybe it's possible she like unhooked it and then like Nora just kind of like pulled it off. But no, that there was clearly a push.
Yeah.
So yeah, Yang can shoot her arm off like a rocket.
Actually, I've got something that I really want to do for one of my Rwby cracks whenever I finally get around to it. I'm actually trying to edit one together.
Rocket punch!
Yeah, rocket punch, and then cut to Weiss. Oh, really? Yeah. And then Rwby. That is so cool!
It is! And Yang is definitely feeling better about this whole situation, because, first of all, she was willing to launch her arm off like a rocket.
Yeah, and then when Nora's like holding on to it, and she's like freaked out because she thinks, "Oh my god, I pulled it off!"
No,
she just catches it while laughing.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Rwby is okay with it. Weiss is in the background, kind of horrified by it. He's like, I
mean, I think you could expect them to be okay with it because remember that scene with Tai and Yang when he kind of makes that joke.
No, I know, I know. Think, it's true, but still.
Why would you say something like that? But Yang just like shrugs it off as a joke. It's kind of like it's kind of like their family, essentially.
No, it's true. It's true. It's just well, first of all, this is good because I think Yang might have done this to establish that she's cool with talking about it and like making jokes about it. Because I imagine a good number of people could feel pretty awkward about it.
Yeah.
So, I feel like that's actually good. Whether that was the intent of the scene or not, it just, I don't know, but the subtext makes it seem so.
Yeah, I never considered that, like, damn, you put this into perspective, nice.
Well, yeah, no, but like, think about it. Say, the last time you saw a friend, they had their arm cut off and you hadn't seen them for 6 months and they come and they have an artificial one. Like, how does one how do you, like... Do you ignore it? Do you point it out?
I would not know.
Exactly.
Like, so
that's why I think it's good that Yang was all like, yo, check out the arm. Here it is. I'm cool with making jokes about it, so, don't worry about that.
Yeah. And actually, I was watching Rwby Rewind, like, before we started, like, recording this. And Barbara was talking about, like, a lot of experiences that she's had at, like, conventions. She's actually met fans who have, like, lost a limb.
Oh, wow.
And they've talked about how much they can relate to Yang.
Well, yeah, it's a big deal.
Why this character means so much to them.
Yeah.
And it's, like, so surreal for her.
Well, I can only imagine.
And speaking of the arm, Barbara answered my question!
She did!
And it made me happy!
Yay! You can go ahead and talk about that if you want.
My question was, if you could pick like a new weapon or feature for the arm, what would it be? And alright, you've heard my ideas, like just surprise tag missile, or
grappling
the hand
hook.
being a grappling hook.
Yeah.
I still want that, by the way.
Oh yeah, sure.
Barbara's a bottle opener.
Boring, but practical.
It would be very practical, yeah.
Oh yeah, no. It's like if I
you're
had
a bottle, like just it comes out of the finger.
if I had like a robot arm, then I mean, like, yeah, there's lots of cool stuff you could do with it. But at the same time, like, you could also like just build like an entire like Swiss Army knife inside of it. So you always have like, you know, knife, a screwdriver, bottle opener, tweezers, stuff like that.
Yeah, like you're not gonna like walk around your living room with like a missile.
I mean, you could, but it would
you could, but it's probably not the best.
Yeah, no, that's ill-advised at best.
Yeah, so I mean, some things would be good for combat, but other things, it'd be practical. So it'd be nice to have around.
Yeah, and then Ren decides to get Mega Deepio, and he starts talking about personal growth, and you know, I have to actually remember, because when it all started, like, yeah, actually, these characters have changed a lot since the beginning.
They have.
And I was thinking about it because it's like it happened so gradually that I didn't even notice it. So it was like, that didn't change that much. It's like, wait, well, yeah, I guess they have. Weird. Yeah. Like, I hadn't even noticed. I mean, that's the sign of good character development writing. You don't notice things slowly but surely change for the better. Yeah. Or for the worse in some cases.
Actually, I really took that speech from Ren, like, to heart, because I've thought about, like, some things when I was younger and thought, oh, God, I was an idiot.
Yeah,
I wish I could just travel back in time and just slap my past self in the face.
Exactly. I love that line though, because it's something that a lot of people really do need to, you know, consider.
Yeah.
Because if you can think back on your past and think about, wow, I sure was an idiot back then, that means you're not that person anymore.
Exactly.
And that's personal growth, and it's pretty great.
Yeah, so Words to Live By Lai Ren.
Yeah, turns out he gets really deep when he talks.
That is his autobiography.
It is. Okay, so... Okay, when all the characters got new outfits and quasi-redesigns when they went to, like, you know, the new animation program for Volume 4, I was totally down for all of the costumes. There's just one thing about one character that I do not understand.
Is it Yang?
No.
Okay, I was about to ask if it was the thing that we brought up in the...
No, if it's the purple, like, yeah, the purple thing that's on her knee, she's always had that. It's just a brighter shade of purple.
Yeah, you just never noticed.
I never noticed. It's a much brighter shade, and then I looked at, like, my Yang, like, vinyl figure, and it has it on it, and I was like, oh, wow, I guess it was just a very dark color, and I guess we didn't see her legs that often. Regardless. No, her design is fine.
There's even, like, purple on her, like, Volume 2 alternate outfit.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not observant to that sort of thing. But the one character, and the one part of this character's outfit that makes no sense to me, is Ren's gloves.
Why, because they're pink?
Wait,
sorry, they're not pink, they're lightish red.
Yeah, indeed. But no, it's not so much that. It's so weird. It's like a pink and black gradient, like, skin tight thing. Like, I don't know, it just looks weird to me.
I mean, that's kind of like Blake's leggings in, like, Volumes 1 to 3. Like, it starts out black and then goes purple.
Well, yeah, but black and purple are a lot more complementary than black and pink.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I guess it goes with, like, his...
lightish red, remember?
Yeah. I guess it's, like... I mean, his hair kind of does the same thing.
Yeah, it does. He's got that, like, one...
That one
like,
pink thing.
Pink thing, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a minor thing that I felt like bringing up. Anyway, so
fair enough.
After all the characters have fun and, you know, everything's good and great, and... no, hang on, I forgot the scene with Nora and her scroll and... With like,
Oh, yeah, and she was playing...
With the dance.
Yeah, Shine.
Yeah, I liked that. But then Old Man Crow has to show up and be a big old curmudgeon and say, you darn kids, get off my lawn, and what have you. And then they have to go into super serious talkie mode. And
Yeah, and now Weiss and Yang are all caught up.
yeah, now they're completely caught up, and and more importantly, well, not more importantly, but also they relayed the information that they learned to them, which isn't a lot, but it is something. And this just puts another nail in the coffin that is Raven's really stupid ideology. Basically, Yang goes to...
Actually, oh, you know what? We'll keep talking. I'll explain something.
Yeah.
In a bit.
It's Yang basically goes to Ozpin. Excuse me.
And in off-screen land says, "Hey, I was meeting with my mom, and she said that you turned her and my uncle into a bird. What up with that?"
Well, yeah, well, basically, that's the thing. So, Raven's all like, you can't trust Ozpin. He's just not good. He's the worst. He'll get you involved in stuff you don't want to be involved with. And then,
look at what he did to me. He turned me into a bird.
Right, but then Yang basically, when she meets Ozpin, is like, all right, so here's all the things that I heard from my mom. Like, what's up with all that? And then Ozpin's just completely honest with her about everything.
Yeah, and him and Crow are just like, they had the choice. They didn't have to do it.
Yeah, that's a really interesting thing she decided to leave out.
I know, right? I was saying that in my reaction to this episode.
She made it seem like it was involuntary. And that it was just something Ozpin did, but apparently she chose to become Bird Person. So, at that point, if there's anything we've learned about Ozpin, whenever he's gonna do anything to anybody, he
gives them the choice, and he did the exact same thing with Pyrrha.
He did, and that's the scene I remember, because he's like, I'm not going to hit this switch until I actually hear you say that it's okay to do this.
Yeah, I was actually referring to when he first, gave her the option.
That too.
He was always like, you don't have to do this if you don't want to.
Yeah, but every step of the way is like, okay, if you want out, now tell me. Like there was 3 or 4 chances, and I just, so I don't, again, unless there's going to be some sort of freakish plot twist, I'm still siding with Ozpin on these things.
Me too.
And essentially, when he asked pretty much everybody in the room, it's like, alright, so this is going to be extremely dangerous, I don't know what's going to happen.
Before we get to this, do you mind if I bring that Rwby Rewind thing up, because it's related to Raven?
Yeah, go ahead.
Barbara was asked if she has any, theories on, where the show could go, and she was talking about, Yang and Raven's relationship. And she thinks that Raven, deep down, does really care about Yang, and she was, trying to make sure her daughter was, still around, but she still has to keep up that whole, I gotta lead this, tribe of bandits sort of thing.
Well, it's gonna take a lot, in order to, I don't know, have any sort of redeeming qualities, because...
Yeah. I can see where Barbara's coming from.
No, I get it, and it would be nice, but at the same time, it would kind of involve a lot of effort to redeem that. I don't know. I feel like it's just easier to let her keep being a jerkish villain type. Or anti-villain. I don't want to call her evil, because, I mean, it's more of a chaotic neutral, if anything.
Yeah, I can see that.
Anyway, so...
Although we're really gonna see what's happening soon.
Yeah. So, Ozpin says, alright, so if anybody wants to just, leave, that's cool. I'm not gonna make you do nothing. And I like Yang's response to that, basically. It's just
whatever Rwby does, I'll do, because she always thinks the right thing to do.
And I saw people, there was somebody in the comments who, was like, oh, wow, pretty selfish there, Yang, putting all of the pressure on her. It's like, shut up, that's not what that scene meant.
No!
That is not what that was. That's not... Anyway. Yang just wants to be there for her sister, and if this is what she thinks is the right thing to do, then that's what she's gonna help with. And, Weiss certainly has got nowhere else to be.
Well, yeah, I mean, where else is Weiss gonna go?
By its strictest sense, it's, she's kind of homeless right now.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that until you brought it up.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's my favorite line in the entire episode.
Oh, you're talking about...
Yes, I want to say it. It's like, okay. Raven, Crow, they're birds!
I love the fact that Nora had that. This didn't even cross my mind until I was watching Rwby Rewind. I keep forgetting how you pronounce her name. The host that isn't Chad.
I don't know.
Lady. This is gonna drive me nuts.
Lady Host McGillicuddy.
No, she actually didn't make this connection until they started doing Rwby Rewind.
Of course. That's pretty obvious.
It took so long for her to get it.
Well, either way, Nora was very proud. And Brent shakes his head. And
well, that's one thing I gotta ask. Like, everyone was thinking about how, I mean, turning into birds, like, really? That seems a bit far-fetched. I was saying this in my reaction. Crow, why not just turn into a bird right then and there?
Probably because they don't know how to animate him turning into a bird.
Just do the chibi thing and just puff of smoke, and then boom, there's a bird.
Yeah, no, I'd be totally fine with that, because, like, we've never seen the transition. They always go off screen and then become the bird.
Yeah, true.
So,
I'm just saying that's something that could have, like, gotten to believe it, like...
Yeah. So, anyway, what's kind of funny to me now is basically the villain C team shows up at Raven's camp, and I don't know. I guess
that guy who Yang punched his tooth out is
he's having the worst day.
Yeah, he's just having the worst time.
Yeah, now he's probably dead, I guess. I don't know.
Probably, but do we really care?
Which kind of sticks a nail in the hole. Oh man, is Emerald going to, change alignments? She seemed pretty content to just start killing things, so I'm guessing not.
Well, then again, the bandits aren't exactly good people.
Still, it's casual murder.
I guess it could be like the Punisher sort of thing, where it's like, yeah, I'm killing all these people, but
I guess
they're not exactly good people, so in the way I'm kind of making things better for others.
Like, if the next episode ends...
I still like that theory that Emerald might turn good.
I mean, I guess it's still possible, but at the same time, bleh. But
I can't see it not happening.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't like Emerald and Mercury. I just don't. Especially now that they're the underlings' underlings. You know? Because, like, when we thought Cinder was the big bad, and, and they were the hench people, I was like, ugh, I mean, I don't like them, but okay, fine, whatever. She needs cronies to, like, do stuff. And then we learned that Cinder is basically just, the bottom tier of the bad guys.
I wouldn't say bottom. Wait, I wouldn't say bottom tier, personally.
Everybody in that place except Salem seems to not really think much of her, even with her new powers.
Yeah, true. But then again, they're kind of assholes and
also
crazy.
True. Also true. So I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know about the strength scaling. But the point is,
I mean, maybe not Hazel. He actually seemed all right from that one scene.
Possibly. We don't know. He's a bit of a wild card right now. But
honorable though.
Yeah. So basically, I don't know. It's just the fact that she's the sidekicks, and it's just like. And I was like, I mean, Emerald has some stuff going for her. I think her outfit is ridiculous. Like, out of all the characters that could have gotten new outfits, they could have made something, less dumb.
I guess. I mean, I still like Mercury's outfit, though.
Yeah, I guess, but it's still weird that they're, like, the only two characters that didn't change clothes.
Oh, and this is something that a friend of mine brought up to me, who I will mention in a bit. We've seen it teased in the intro. Since Mercury is at the bandit camp, could we be guessing the Yang v Mercury rematch?
Oh, that's definitely gonna happen.
To which I say, go Yang! Break both his legs!
Yes.
For real this time!
Yeah, no, I'm down for that. I feel like it would be a huge missed opportunity to not have that rematch. Considering that, basically, Mercury was the person who was the start of all of the really bad stuff that went down.
That's why I want him to suffer.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. The reason I don't...
Break off his robo legs and then beat him with them.
That'd be fun.
I start smacking him in the face with his robo legs.
Yeah, well, here's the thing with Mercury that I can't even like him as a villain, is because he is the most... Unless some revelations come out or there's some sort of character growth, he is essentially just an asshole. That's his thing.
I mean, can you really blame him after what he was put through by his dad?
I mean, I guess, but the fact remains is... Okay, he's an evil person who likes to kill things.
Yeah.
And Cinder's like, hey, want me to tell you to go kill people? And he's like, no, I'll give you robo legs. Oh, well, I mean, okay, I guess.
No, he got the robo legs from his dad.
No, he didn't.
I thought he did.
No, check that scene again when they first meet Mercury. His legs are all badly super damaged and stuff.
I mean, it's been a while since I've rewatched Volume 3 as well, so...
Yeah, it's like they see it, and, you know, the house is on fire, and it's implied Mercury just killed his dad, but you can tell he's, like, injured in his leg.
Implied? He full-on did it!
Whatever! We didn't see anything dead. The point is, his legs were all screwed up.
I'm pretty sure we saw his body.
I didn't.
Well, I did.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that you've got weird death powers. Now, shush.
I see dead people!
Yeah, probably.
Oh my god, I'm Ichigo!
Yeah, probably. Anyway, I don't know. If the next episode involves, you know, the cronies, the flunky squad versus the bandits, like, I'm down for that.
I have something to say about the next episode, but I'm not sure if we'll get into that just yet. But unless you want to.
Well, I mean, there's nothing else really to talk about.
We can talk about that,
Emerald shows up and she's like, "Oh, I got my stabby stabbers," and then she's gonna go stab some fools. And dun, dun, dun.
We didn't mention the fact that Watts is there.
Oh yeah, he is.
So who's stopping Lionheart from spilling the beans?
I don't know. That weird tendril thing, maybe?
If it's not in the same room, and I think Crow could easily kill it.
Look, I don't know. I have no idea. The point is, like,
I mean, it's a possibility. No one's around. He could just let it slip.
I guess, but it's like, yeah. It's funny, because like, we didn't mention Watts was there. It's like, oh yeah.
We might see him fight.
It would go a long way to make me remember that he exists, because right now all he's got going for him is a mustache.
And that Bugs Bunny smile.
Yeah, because of the mustache.
That you want me to do in a
Yes,
crack.
I do. You will do that.
With, what's up, Doc?
He looks like a rabbit. The point of the matter is, if you took away the mustache, he would have, like, nothing. He'd just be, you know, another one of the bad guys. He's just, there he is. Also, I'm renewing my theory that Cinder is missing her left arm. Cinder.
Oh, yeah.
Her left arm. It's totally gone. It has to be.
I'm gonna wait until, like, the next episode before I full on... Like,
why would she have this whole one-sleeve get-up covering it up the arm?
I don't know. Like, she might just think, oh, that looks nice.
Look, it's possible that the entire left side of her body is just completely borked up.
Oh, actually, speaking of the side of her body, this is something that, a friend of mine, would, I'm just gonna flat out say it, Insane Yang, she brought this up to me. Hang on, I gotta find a picture of, Cinder. Keep talking. Search for this.
Cinder is terrible, and I hope she gets, punched in the dead eye. That would be funny. Because then she'd be all like, ow, that's my burnt up eye, and then everyone would be like, yeah, I know, and then they'd punch it again, and it'd be like that scene from Dragon Ball Abridged where Jace kept getting punched in the face. just over and over again, and it just never stops because, damn, Cinder, you an entitled butt.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Yes, it would. Basically, I just want all of the villains in Rwby to just get horribly, horribly humiliated and broken, because...
Especially Adam.
Yes, especially Adam, because...
I want him to die.
I know. But the thing is...
So does every Rwby fan I talk to at conventions and screenings.
He's probably going to die. I don't know if anybody we know is going to do it, or if the White Fang are just gonna, like, cut him loose or whatever. But the point is... We've had so many scenes, and it's been going on for so long, about how nothing is going in the hero's favor, pretty much at all. And the villains are pretty much all accomplishing their goals. Everything is working out pretty much perfectly for all of them. Like, yeah, okay, Cinder got, like, messed up a bit there, but she still has all the maiden powers. That's still a mission success.
There's actually a little theory I have about the... Well, actually a question I have about the maidens I'll bring up in a sec. I sent you the thing,
okay,
by the way.
Cool. But, so I just want to see some villain, just any old villain. Like, I just want somebody to get, like, destroyed and demoralized and go, like, get thoroughly defeated in every way.
You basically want them to cry themselves to sleep every night because of the ass kicking they just got.
Alright, the picture that you sent me is of Cinder ominously being in fire.
Yeah,
with all the glowies.
Here's the thing that Insane Yang brought up to me. Notice that we're only seeing one of our eyes, just because the other one is covered in shadow. Do you think that was foreshadowing her losing an eye?
Yeah, I think it could.
That's something that didn't occur to me until she brought it up, and I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, honestly, I think that... I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, why not? Any dingle other way.
Get another Rwby Chibi episode this week.
The toys, they came alive.
In the form of a Cyber Monday ad, and Barbara made an appearance!
She did!
I love Barbara!
She was there! And she had the face and the whole Barbara everything. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And
Barbara's like my favorite person ever, Steve.
I think that kind of goes without saying for a lot of people, honestly.
Mm.
Either way, so, you know, Nora, as a toy, is going around going like, yo, what's all this business? And it's like, oh man, look at all this comfortable and probably affordable clothing.
I know, right? And I can assure you, they are very nice.
Oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely. The Rooster Teeth store's shirts are really high quality. It's kind of bizarre.
Like, I would highly recommend People Like Grapes. It's a very comfortable shirt. Along with Death Basil and like a bunch of other Rwby shirts, and the figures are really great. And
the funniest part is that we are not getting paid to say any of that.
No, I'm just saying that because, well, it's
like,
true.
Hey, it's good quality stuff, and if you want cool stuff, then there you go. Either way, so then, you know, with the toys, we got to see the appearance of the Great One. The huge derpy Pyradol!
I do not have one of those.
Well, it's $5! I don't see why not.
Is it in the UK store? Because I don't want to pay for something, and then customs be like, hey, you ordered something from overseas, pay us a ridiculous amount in order for us to actually let you have it.
It sure seems like being British just has no benefits for you.
It has some, okay?
You and your... What? Because you can go to the loo.
Actually, I was gonna... Well, I mean, one thing I could say is, like, well, because of where Britain is in the tectonic... Wait, is that stuff what the name is? I forget. Like, the plates in the Earth, I forget what the name is. Anyway, you know what I mean.
Expert.
Yeah, because of, like, where it is.
Because of the tectonic plates and what have you, you're not getting earthquakes?
Yeah.
That's basically your thing?
I mean, it's something I can say. I mean...
Next time you try to explain that to someone, just say, hey, we don't get earthquakes.
Yeah, I guess.
You didn't have to have so much trouble there. Anyway,
I mean, it's like the one good thing I can say. I mean, our weather here is terrible.
No. Your weather is amazing. I like cloudy and rainy.
I think you should come and visit.
I guess I should, but that sounds like a really long plane ride, so no thanks.
It is.
So I'm not down for that. Anyway.
We'd have a fun time.
Yeah, that's true. So that's the episode. That's Rwby Chibi. Anything else that there is?
There was a Caboose plushie.
Oh, that's adorable. Anything else you wanted?
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to bring up before we close off?
Okay, so I was doing a reaction to that Rwby Chibi episode, and like we could say it was a really meta episode, right?
The meta.
Yeah, exactly. Not well. You made the red versus blue reference, and there were red versus blue shirts. I love how that was used to like parody the Matrix.
Yeah, no, that was actually pretty clever.
You choose the blue versus red shirt.
You choose the blue. Always choose blue versus red.
And you choose the red versus blue shirt, and I do that. She's already back in the box, isn't she? Yep.
She got in the box. Anyway, continue your story.
So when I was wrapping up my reaction, that friend of mine, well, my friend Insane Yang, liked one of my tweets, and I got a notification of that on my phone. And well, because it was faced up, and I saw it. So, whilst doing a reaction to a really meta Rwby Chibi episode, I got a notification on my phone saying my tweet was liked by Yang Xiaolong.
Which is pretty dang funny.
And what makes it even funnier is that I was talking about recording my reaction to a death battle because I was wearing my death battle t-shirt at that point. The tweet she liked was in regards to that death battle.
Which is pretty dang swell.
Where are you hiding the cameras, Yang?
We may never know. That everything you got?
And there's also the preview they showed.
What'd they show?
Okay. What they showed was... Well, we just have Rwby lying on the ground, looking up at the sky. And there are these 4 birds flying around together. And one of them, like, flies off, like, by itself. I will get to why I think this is going to soon.
Mm-hmm.
And then she has, like, Yang coming up and looking down at her, going like, "Oh, what are you doing up so early?" And she just says she can't sleep, and Yang's like tickling her with her hair because it's just that long.
That is adorable!
And going like, boop. And yeah, so they both can't sleep. And then Weiss shows up saying, "Well, good thing coffee exists."
Yay!
Well,
and then Team Coffee inexplicably has arrived. Good to know. They're okay.
No, that's literally where the preview ended. And, oh boy, I do not want to know what Chad was doing to that platypus.
I'll assume that's a reference to the rewind thingy. Anyway,
yeah,
that's pretty cool. And yeah, obviously the 4 birds are all about like the team and how there's one missing, and they're gonna get they're gonna have a convo about it. Don't you worry about that noise. It's gonna happen.
They're gonna mention Blake.
Well, they have to at that point. If it's just the 3 of them. I mean, like, what I want to hear is like, huh? We missing somebody? Nah. That's what I want the scene to be.
And then you have a reaction of me being a bit heartbroken.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm sure we had a 4th person, didn't we? It was like, I think I'd remember.
And then my heart breaks a little, and you laugh at it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
You just want to see me suffer.
Slightly. In a comedic way. I don't want you to be injured.
Okay, well, I'll take that.
Either dang-dong way. Especially, that's not how the scene's gonna go when you know it, you dork.
I know.
Alright, so...
I'm just going along with the jokes.
Fair enough. I guess that's everything there is to say about this episode. We got a bit of a shorter, discussion this time, but it was a short episode and not a ton happened.
I feel like... Oh! Something I was going to bring up. I was a little bit worried about something this episode.
And what would that be?
I was worried we were going to... I was worried and hoping for this. I was worried and hoping we would see, like, a heist board for the Raided band.
Give it time.
The Raided Camp band. Raided Bandit Camp Raid. Jesus, I cannot speak.
Point is, he's still... The never-ending saga of the hypothetical heist board continues.
It's so fitting, but also if they do it, I have to put something in my videos.
Yeah.
We're not saying what it is.
I already did, like, in the first episode.
You said it was a gag gift.
No, I said it was... No, after you got cut off, I said it was a Yang body pillow, and that's what it is.
No, you didn't!
I did!
No, you didn't! Go back!
It was after you got cut off!
I will pull up and play it through my mic.
Fine!
Because I'm pretty sure you did not say the words Yang body pillow.
I did!
By the way, for anyone listening, that's what that is.
It is! They know that already! I told them before!
Hang on, I gotta skip like right to the end.
There is no ambiguity! I freaking did!
Oh yeah, because we did. Yeah. Negative of what was said about Sun.
This is really meta.
And I've talked about how I really want them to set out like a heist from Grand Theft Auto 5.
This is the past
like,
we're listening to.
Have a board. I know, right? And they've got the crew ready, so we're gonna go in this way, and they've got like this up here. We're gonna need this for that, like standard heist setup sort of thing. If they do that, and I'm gonna need to go into a bit of backstory. There's some happy for you doing.
He has a very embarrassing gag gift given to him, and if this proves true, he will have to display it in said reaction videos. Also, I think his microphone cut off.
I didn't!
So it's a good thing that I explained that. I hope you enjoyed this.
Okay then, well, I guess you were right.
I told you!
Alright, well, I could have sworn I did.
No, you just said he has a very embarrassing gag gift, and can I just tell the story of why I have it, just to...
Well, there is no story. It's a gag gift. Somebody thought it would be hilarious if they gave you one of those things in public, so they did, and it was funny.
To be fair, it wasn't actually, like, put together in public. The case was in, like, a plastic container, and the actual pillow itself was in a bag.
The whole point, the story is a friend of yours wanted you to go, ah, dang, why'd you do that? And, like, be all embarrassed and stuff. And you were. Mission accomplished. There is no story.
I'm not that embarrassed, I mean...
Well, clearly not. I guarantee you're gonna end up displaying that thing on your videos regardless of the high sport or not.
I don't know, if people really want it, then maybe.
I don't see why not. Anyway, this conversation has derailed to an epic degree.
Oh, and I'm just throwing this out there. My friend even went and bought a body pillow for himself. Not with Yang, though.
Good for him. Now that we're done talking about that, I hope you guys had a great time, and hopefully next time we'll be here for Chapter 8, where maybe something a little more substantial to talk about happens.
Please talk about Blake, and can we go back to Blake? I hope everything is okay with her.
No, everyone is dead. Everyone is dead. The entire island, everything, everywhere dead. Blake is gone forever. I'm sorry.
No!
Yep.
No!
And that's the end.
I refuse.
Goodbye.